guys, you're watching Cait Straight Up and I am Caitlin, and today I'm going to show you how to make a simple and delicious pan-seared scallops. Everybody loves scallops, I love scallops, everybody loves them. They are delicious and they're actually really easy and quick to cook. So I'm going to show you my foolproof recipe that you can make at home, and let's get started. We are first going to add some olive oil to our pan and we're going to allow it to get nice and hot. We're going to sear our scallops first and then make a pan sauce out of it. So while our oil is getting nice and hot in our pan, we're going to go ahead and just top our scallops with some sea salt. We're not adding pepper at this time because we do not want that to burn as we're searing them in the pan. You're going to want to get your scallops from a good source, like a nice fish market or someplace like that. That way they do the busy work and the cleaning for you. If you don't, you might have to remove a couple pieces and do a little bit of extra work. Either way, you're going to want to give them a quick rinse under water and pat them dry with a paper towel. You don't want them wet going into your hot oil. You want a nice large scallop so that this recipe really tastes delicious. And you want something super fresh as well. The number one thing that you want to think about is that you want the larger side of the scallop down first. That way, that's the part that you cook the most, and that's the part that we're really going to sear. We will do both sides, but the large side is what we want first. You don't want to overcrowd your pan. That's really important when you're working with scallops. So just go ahead and pop them in there without overcrowding. So depending on the size of your scallop, you're going to want to cook them for about 1 minute to 2 minutes on each side. You know they're ready to flip when they got a nice crispy brown side to it. So after about 1 minute or two, you're just going to give them all a nice flip and flip it over so that other side could get nice and brown, just like that. Can you see it? It looks perfect. So just give them all a nice flip, and this side we're going to do a little bit shorter. We're only going to cook this second side for about 1 minute. Once they're nice and browned on both sides, just like so, you're going to take them off and plate them and move it to the side. And then we're going to make our sauce. After you remove your scallops when you have two nice and brown sides, then you're going to deglaze your pan. You're going to do this by pouring just half a cup of some nice dry white wine in it, and when it's really hot, allowing it to kind of get up all that dark stuff, and you're going to want to swirl it around. This is going to be the base of your delicious sauce that's going to go on your scallops. So give it a nice swirl until all the brown crunchy stuff is lifted from the pan. That is the way to do it. Seems weird, but I'm telling you it works. Next thing is to add some garlic paste. Roasted garlic paste works best in this situation because it doesn't require any additional cooking. You're just going to add it into your pan and stir it around. With your sauce still nice and hot, your pan nice and hot, you're then going to add the juice from half of a lemon and really allow it to cook together. Give it a nice stir, and the last ingredient you're adding, just about 1 tablespoon to 1.5 tablespoons of butter. This needs to be last because this is what's going to make your sauce nice and creamy. You're just going to stir it around, and then it's time to remove from heat. This entire sauce should really take no longer than 5 minutes. You want to make sure that your pan is nice and hot throughout this process, otherwise you'll lose your steam. So after that, it is time to plate your scallops. So go ahead and get them on how many you are serving to yourself. Get them nice and plated. I'm going to do about that. One more. It is for me, right? And then you're going to take that nice sauce that you got out of your pan with all those fine ingredients. We did that nice deglazing with the wine, and you're going to pour it over your scallops. And you have yourself a delicious dish here that tastes like you went out to the restaurant, but you're home and you could impress your girlfriend, your wife, your husband, your mother-in-law, whoever you want. These look fantastic. After that, I just like to sprinkle it with a little bit of thyme. I like that on this dish, but go ahead and experiment with some other spices, like maybe rosemary or something. That'll be good too. Garnish with a lemon. And after all of that fun technique and process, we have some delicious scallops that are awesome. They look super good plated, and honestly, was it that hard? I don't think so. Make sure to subscribe to Cait Straight Up for more recipes like this one every Tuesday. Check me out on Instagram, Cait Straight Up Cooking, Twitter, I'm everywhere, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.